So it was a beautiful Saturday morning, chilly, but I decided to go to the flea market. Initially didn't think I'd bring home that many books. I brought home a lot of books. I don't even want to pick them all up. Let's take a look at them up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey there, comic book community. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. And before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. We have passed 4,000 subscribers, and we're going to be doing, at the beginning of May, a big 4,000 subscriber giveaway. I will later this week detail all the books that will be available in that giveaway. And in order to be eligible, you have to be a subscriber to the channel. You have to like the video, leave a comment on the video, and we're going to look at videos that I've dropped during the month of April, and we're going to pick the one that has the fewest comments when we get to the big giveaway. Also follow us on the other socials, Bronzeville_Comics at Instagram, also Bronzeville_Comics on Whatnot. We do Whatnot sales every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, and check it out this week. We're going to be doing some pop-up sales weekdays. I'm off on vacation, so I'm going to be doing some afternoon pop-up sales on the channel. Also, there is a link in the description of this video. If you use the link, you can get $10 off your first purchase. If you've not yet used Whatnot, doesn't even have to be with me. Also in the description is a link to my email and a link to my eBay store. So I went to the Meadowlands Flea Market. It is an enormous flea market located in the parking lot of MetLife Stadium, where the NFL's Giants and Jets play their home games. Let's take a look.
Anybody need a price? All the jewelry's $1.
So I was walking around, and the first couple of vendors I went to didn't really have much. The problem is when you go to the same flea market repeatedly, you see the same books. There are a lot of vendors that are there pretty much every week, and they pull out the same books, and there's a reason that they've been there for a while. So I came across one vendor. He had dollar books, and I picked up. And again, it was like cold. I got there, it was about 39 degrees out, and I was only wearing a hoodie. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be a bust. So I got a Silver Surfer there, actually a couple copies of that. Nice little Archie Beach cover. Is that a Dan DeCarlo cover? Yeah. And X-Men Adventures. Same Silver Surfer. Long Halloween #2. Not a bad book. Silver Sable #1. A DC 70s book. I'm just going to put this in the PC. Speed Racer #1 from Now Comics. Or Speed Racer Special, I guess. I don't know if that's another Starfire. I picked this up. I'm like, oh, it's a newsstand. Superman Funeral for a Friend. And then I realized later it has no back cover. Okay. This has that preview of Masters of the Universe inside. And then he was doing, like, if you get 10 books, you get 5 free. So I just kind of rummaged. They had some culls. So I figured, get those. Some 20-cent, 30-cent books. I just took the earliest culls. They looked in decent shape. And I picked up this Action Comics. This is the first Captain Strong, which is like a Popeye imitation. Lower grade, but whatever. I went to another vendor, and I kind of bypassed him because I'm like, what are the prices? He goes, I'll take a look at them. And I picked up 2 books. I forget what it was. It was probably a Marvel book from the 70s, and I remember it was ASM 128 is like $30. I'm like, and it was mid-grade. I'm like, nah, no. So I walked around. I went to the vendor I had seen a few weeks ago where I got the brand new stuff, and I picked up a few of the books he still had left. I picked up more White Tigers. There were a couple of issues left of that. Just try to figure, maybe I'll complete that series. And then this Loeb Sale Captain America White. And Guardians of the Galaxy #2. I had picked up #1 last time. I also picked up White Tiger #1. And Lobo Highway to Hell. It was actually backwards in the bag. #1. So, just not much from him. There were a bunch of people digging, but I had already gotten the good stuff. Then I went... Another vendor just had some random stuff. I don't remember. Was this... I think this was... Yeah, this was Will's booth. I picked up this Scotty Young cover. Renew Your Vows #1. Can't Pass Up First Calculator, which is also First Black Spider. The classic Alan Moore, that final issue of Action Comics before Crisis, and Savage Avengers, Carnageized Elektra. This, it was a newsstand, this classic Wolverine cover. Wonder Man #1. And I thought this was interesting. It's a Ren and Stimpy #1 newsstand. So, I'm like, okay, I'll grab those books. Then, where did I go next? What do I have here? I did all those. Okay. Then I swung back. Well, actually, yeah. I had swung back to the vendor that I initially bypassed. And I only took 3 books, I guess it was. And I think I paid $25 for all 3 of these. This pretty sharp copy of Green Lantern 116. This is the first time we see Guy Gardner for real as a Green Lantern, because his first appearance in 59 is kind of an imaginary story. It's like Hal Jordan asking the Guardians, well, what would happen if it wasn't me? And then his second appearance in 87, the first appearance of John Stewart, he's in a hospital bed because he's broken his ankle or something. And I picked up this Spidey Super Stories with Spider-Woman. Can't go wrong with Spidey Super Stories. And then this was the one, and again, even though it had a sticker on it, the guy really wasn't sure what he had, but this is Sandman #4, the first appearance of Lucifer Morningstar. So, nice little Sandman key there. And then the big vendor I went to, he's there quite often. He does books $2 a book. No questions asked. And as I was picking through, he was like, oh, wait, I'll let you finish this box, but I just sold all the boxes. I got like a nice Kirby Mr. Miracle. I got this weird War Tales #10. This actually, I didn't realize it. It's the first published artwork of Walt Simonson. So, a little bit low. You know, it's got some foxing on it. It's, but probably not a bad book. Then he had a bunch of mostly Rebirth era DC books. All the #1s had been picked, but not the keys. Interesting. But not this #1. This is a New 52, Batman and Robin #1. Figured, what the heck? Then the proposal of Batman proposes to Catwoman. The Double Date issue. This is the first appearance of a character who, I forget the name of the character. He tries to emulate Bruce Wayne by having his parents killed. It's a weird. I haven't gotten to read those yet. I'm trying to think of the significance of this now. Oh, this is the first appearance, I believe, of Bane's daughter in Joker #2. This, I just like the cover. Oh, that's right. This is the first appearance of Amelia Harcourt, who we have seen in Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. I think that's a kind of an undervalued key, maybe. This is a cameo cover appearance of Batman Who Laughs. As is this. There's also a cameo on the inside of Batman Who Laughs. These tie-ins. This is the first appearance of a number of characters, including Crush, Lobo's daughter. First appearance of Jonathan Kent and Damian Wayne, the Super Sons. It's the first appearance of Gold Lantern and Monster Boy, cameo of both of them. And then this is the same issue, but just a cool variant cover. And I'm not sure why I picked up this issue. I think I was looking at the wrong volume of Superman, perhaps. But actually, I think that's pretty cool. Superboy, Jonathan Kent joining the Legion. Not really familiar with this incarnation of the Legion. Then I picked up... Again, these are all kind of Rebirth era books. Justice League 26. This is a bunch of characters, the League's future children. I'm not exactly sure who they all are, but nice little $2 book. And all these books are in really high grade. I think this is a submittable copy of Teen Titans 12, the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. So that was a nice find. Again, all the number ones, or most of the number ones were taken, but not that book. So a lot of the keys were left. So I just took out Key Collector and started going through. So then I stopped by Street Side Anthony's. He was having a big dollar sale. So I just picked up a stack of books. Swamp Thing number 1. Nexus number 1. I think that might be an upgrade. Just some cool covers. Had a bunch of variants. That he had picked up from a store that really doesn't carry their back issues. I like this cover. Some of these, I don't think I had. These Project Superpowers Chapter 2. They, wasn't my pull list. I don't think I had this Death Defying Devil, number 3, with that kind of throwback cover. Blue and Gold number 5 with a Peacemaker TV series cover. Then some Secret Avengers, some Zorros that I collected this series, but I missed these issues. So we'll just throw that in the reading pile. Then this is an alternate cover of Blue and Gold number 1, 2 of them. And the cover A. Soviet Super Soldiers. I have to investigate. Is this one of those books? I don't think so. I think this is a newsstand. There are a couple of books that all of them are newsstands. Black Knight number 1, Sensational She-Hulk number 1 are all have the barcode. Not all newsstands, but they all appear to be newsstands. And then I just picked up some Savage Avengers because I don't know if I had that run. Actually, I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think I do. But then a Guardians number 1, 2 copies of Deathstroke 15, first appearance of his daughter Rose Wilson as a kid. And then some of these, I know because this is like the era that I'm reading. Some books that I missed on my pull lists. This Final Crisis Aftermath run, didn't get that. I'm not sure. I think I'm missing one issue. Ink. And then a bunch of Booster Golds. It didn't make my pull list. I've been putting this together over time. This is actually a really good read. It's a lot of time travel stuff. And so it dots back into previous points in DC history. This, I didn't get every issue off my pull list of The Shield. So, trying to fill that in. Another Booster Gold. And some more Shield. Again, nothing too exciting there. These are definitely dollar books, but I wanted them in Contest of Champions 3. So, that's my haul for the day at the flea market. Let me know what you think. I thought I did very well with those DC Rebirth books. I think that I have to see if any others who focus. Do I appear not to be in focus? There we go. I think some of those other DC Rebirth books. I know the Teen Titans 12 is a 9.8 contender. I'm going to submit that in maybe either 9.6 or 9.8 pre-screen, and then I'm going to take a look at a couple of the other books to see if they have value in a 9.8, because those books, they were bagged and boarded. They were all minty. So real happy to get those. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate it. In the meantime, you can take a look at a couple of my other videos like here and here. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.